of connecting, that there are multiple ways to connect wirelessly through USB, through HDMI. That's really easy. Also being able to connect, having the built-in apps, especially the built-in browser, essentially makes the BenQ Board another device in the classroom. So if I need to use the internet and I forgot my computer, I can still do it through the BenQ Board, which is really flexible, especially when you have teachers or myself moving into different classrooms. Oh, up to 20 touch points on the BenQ Board. I love that because usually I've seen 2, 3, and then usually after that it gets really wonky, and it works really well in BenQ. And actually within the whiteboard function itself, there's so many cool features with the backgrounds and the extras and the teams where you can have the different sections and you can't write over it. And for me personally, my handwriting is terrible. So being able to write by hand and circle it and have the text easy write, especially my students would have really appreciated that. The whiteboard function, especially being able to create presentations, save them, and very, very easily call them back up later, I could see that really working for units of inquiry where you start learning over one lesson and then you need to continue it over days and potentially weeks. So that functionality is really important.
So with the BenQ Board, firstly I use the ruler function to draw triangles. One of the things that we're studying at the moment is the angles within a triangle. So I use the BenQ Board to draw the triangles, and then I use the protractor function to demonstrate how the tools work so the students can then measure the angles within the triangle. They do like to do little crazy triangles, so the board's got the flexibility that I can draw the shape that I can.
The kids love the BenQ Board. So for example, instead of having pieces of paper to show children photos or resources, then I can use the BenQ Board. Music as well, I can save all the music that I want to use in the board and make it very quick and easy to access, so it saves a lot of time. And when you're teaching preschool, then that time saving really helps.
We had a huge whiteboard on wheels, and we had a projector screen, and we had a table, and we had a projector, and we had speakers, and it was cables. Now everything's just here. It's super convenient, really good. I'm a guy who can't stand the whiteboard projector before. It's hard to see in a daylight classroom scenario, so the kids struggle to see it, whereas the brightness on here is 1,000 times brighter than the.
So I think one advantage of the BenQ boards for IB is that we need to start the students in their inquiry, which means to start the lesson there does have to be some presentation from the teachers, but it needs to be done in a way that encourages the students to follow their own inquiry. And so being able to connect really easily to the computers, have slideshows presented, have the students interact with the initial presentation helps them start their inquiry. It's been fantastic. They've been available for questions. We were having a slide problem, and then one of our teachers actually reached out and